Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading, sort of general reading, for Taurus Sun with Scorpio Moon or Rising. Now, even though it's a general reading, the reading either is for you or it isn't. There's a past and a present in my spread. If the past and the present fit, great, this is for you. If they don't try and make it fit. Have a look at your other moon or rising sign when they actually come out. Have a look at your monthly zodiac sign, or have a look at the other great readers on YouTube, because there's loads, and come back next month. So I've done the pre-shuffle, and in a moment you should see the shuffle video appear here. But let me just bring the cards up. The basic energy of your reading today is the Five of Cups, and then I do a quick sort of summary spread where we have a form of wish fulfillment that you achieved, but it felt a little bit hollow, a little bit lonely, and I think it was soon taken away from you because, again, Five of Cups twice here already, and I hadn't even turned out over the bulk of the cards. Relax. Things are going to get better. There's a lot of change for you at the moment. With the oracle cards that I overturned, that I shuffled, 3 sprang out, 3 as a group. They wanted to be at the start of the reading. Encouragement, gentle gardener, and wide open. There's new opportunities coming, quite possibly a love relationship coming. So if this is a relationship reading, there you go. I don't tend to focus on the relationship side of things, but with what I say, you'll be able to make it fit or you won't. But that wish fulfillment, it wasn't as great as you wanted. It wasn't as fulfilling. Other people weren't sharing it with you. You got there and you had everything that you wanted and there was nobody there with you. But an immense amount of change has come upon you recently, leading you to start to need to plan. This is all the energies from the bottom of the decks. You were stuck on your own, Four of Swords, but the change was forced upon you and now you are needing to plan. And there's a little bit of a waiting time coming. Now, this is before I even start turning over the cards. So let me put all these to one side. But even before I turn over the cards, cheer up, mate. You know, there's a lot of focus about how it all went wrong. Cheer up a little because it's going to get a lot better. So here we have a relevant past, which I may deal with once I've discussed the present. These 6 piles here are the present, where things are looking pretty good for you recently if you can just cheer up. There is a present line. Fingers don't work. It doesn't help. I just cut my fingernails. There is a present line that goes right through the center of the reading there. But like the needle on a Geiger counter, it can go to one side or another. Here we have a potential future. It's one to be grabbed or one to be avoided, because what's the point of prophecy if it's not useful? And then across the bottom, again in that time progression, we have what equates to the forces of the planets, energetic trends that you are going to be passing through. And then this bit here lifted straight out of the Celtic cross. How you feel, how other people affect your feelings, your hopes and your fears, and a final outcome card, and a big pile of oracle cards, like I said. So let's just get them out of the way before I knock them all over the place. So you're in a pretty good space at the moment. even though there was all this Five of Cups energy at the very start of the reading. I want to have a look at what's going on right now. The Sun, which is the happiest card, clarified: Five of Swords, Ace of Swords, Eight of Cups, Strength, Three of Cups. Right, so when I told you to cheer up, you're already making the efforts to cheer up. But you have had an argument, a conflict, where I feel that you were the winner, but it didn't really feel like winning. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those things where there was no real winning, but you have walked away from a lot of that conflict now. You've just said, right, that is enough, no more. You're receiving a clarity of vision. Now you've got the strength to see through this. And with the Three of Cups. So although I don't want to say third party situation, I don't want to say camaraderie. I think this argument must have been with friends. Friends or partners, but there's more than one person involved in this. There's definitely more than one person involved in this, even though I don't want to say a third party situation. Leading up to this, right, you had your wish fulfillment. The world was given to you. Everything that you was wanting was given to you. You had the finances, you had the insight to deal with it, but there was a decision that was made that affected your dreams and caused you to cut something or someone out. Now, I get the impression that that's more by omission, because you were focusing on something else. Not that anybody could ever accuse a Taurian of being single-minded. But because of this omission, you ended up pretty much standing on your own. Even though you had all the material goods that you required, and you still had an insight of where you was going, but strength was required from you, and that strength is still required from you at the moment. But the result of that decision came into play, and all of a sudden, certain things that you were wanting to move forward for slowed down. There's a lot of waiting going on at the moment. We've got Hangman on the bottom of the deck. We've got a Hanged Man here. Let's just have a look what led you to... I think it's led you to a point where you was quite defensive. I want to say this Five of Cups energy that started the reading. Yes, cheer up, because you're concentrating too much on what you have lost, because you are abundant at the moment. There is everything that you need at the moment for the tools, money. I'm not entirely sure about friendships. I think you've got some work to do there to build a few bridges. But things are going in the right direction to you. We've got two suns here leading to the sun in your main card, but you are still pretty much focused on your own, following your own intuition, but again, feeling quite defensive. You've got to be able to stop licking your wounds. Okay, whatever the result of that decision was, it's not left you in any worse off than where you already were. So where are we going? Again, into this wounded warrior energy. So I say once again, cheer up, mate. You know, there's you have commitment and abundance around you if you open your eyes to see it. It is a very fertile time. Again, Pentacles is slow progress, but the lies are pretty much over. The swords have been put down. Now is a time for, yeah, so what if you've got to just smile and nod and say nice things on the odd occasion. It really, really doesn't matter. What is called from you at the moment is balance, because you are waiting. because you are in a good space around you. That row that's going on right now is disappearing. I believe that is coming from somebody misunderstanding something, because there's a lot of star cards around here as well. Somebody is not understanding things correctly, but they are going to come to that in their own time. You just keep focusing on where you're headed. The wish fulfillment that you had was a taster and was an instruction to go, that's what you thought you wanted, and now you've had a taste of it. This is how you really want it, which you can see now. You can see with a lot of clarity, but you do have support around you. Keep sticking with that dream. And that's the present information. Don't worry about lies, deceptions, misunderstandings, untruths. Hey, we're going into Mercury retrograde, which apparently this time is not going to be too bad, but it's something that you're just going to have to live with. In fact, as I do the reading, we're already in the Mercury retrograde. You are going to get the chance to exercise your own power soon enough, quite soon as well. But the thing is, I really get the impression with this King of Wands that it's not that you have to exercise your power, it's more that you have the power and it is exercised more by not using it, not forcing your will onto a situation. Yeah, there's lots of hard work, and just be aware that all the cutting out that you've already done, I don't think there's much more you need to cut out. I think that cutting out from here on in will probably be a bad move. Stick with the smiling, nodding, seeing how things go, keeping the peace just for the moment, because victory is coming your way. And there is an end to all of this argument. So if there was a misunderstanding going along, that's going to get cleared up pretty soon. We've got a lovely set of cards here. The balance is coming. The misapprehensions are going to be fading away. You're going to be delivered with a choice, but that choice is positive. It's the Lovers card coming in, coupled with the Knight of Cups. So maybe there's a new partner, or maybe there's a reawakening with a current partner. It is there is a burden that you are carrying at the moment, but you more than have the strength to carry that burden, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So if this reading is referring to difficulties with a partner that is already there, it'll sort. Chill out. It's going to sort. So you're in the role of having declared your power. And everything's happy, happy. Two of Cups. Teamwork is coming with you. Yes, there's a lot where you have to focus on your own, but you're going in the right direction. Right, excuse me for one moment. And that's the cat let out. Every time I sit and do a reading. So yeah, you're focusing on your own. You have the intuition. King of Wands again. Queen of Swords again. There's somebody around you. I get it. There's somebody around you who maybe can do some of the cutting out for you. That makes a lot more sense to me, because that Queen of Swords kept coming again and again. You seem to have a lot of repeated cards here. King of Wands, Queen of Swords. There's somebody around you that can do some of the cutting out of people. And yeah, definitely people. for you, so you don't have to worry about it. You're getting left on your own to get on with what you need to get on with, and that somebody is supporting you. Because I feel that how you're feeling at the moment, that friends haven't necessarily been supporting you in the way that you would like, but I do want to point out that they have actually been supporting you. There is somebody very, very loyal to you. But you are going to have to do a lot of this, whatever you are moving forward with. It is up to you. There's only so much that somebody else can help you with it. This is your baby, your project. You go ahead with it. But you do not miss out from somebody, especially, who is supporting you in this. And there is teamwork and recognition in what you're doing. So if you're feeling that that recognition hasn't come yet, it is on its way. It's definitely on its way. Are other people saying to you that maybe you're sticking to your own rules just a little bit too tightly? Because you're mainly the King of Wands through here, but people are seeing you as the King of Swords. And they're seeing that there are fights happening that don't need to be happening. So, like I say, you've done the cutout that you need to do. I think you've done more cutting out than you need to do. Any further cutting out can be taken up by a partner or a best friend. You don't have to do it. All you have to do is smile, nod, be nice, be polite, and then go off on your own and do your own thing, which is what other people around you are trying to give you the space to do. They are not abandoning you. They are trying to give you that space. Yeah, there needs to be balance. And I don't think that you've been good at balancing everything as what you need to be, which is why you've been cutting a few too many people out. I don't get the impression that there's too many apologies that need to be made at the end of this, but you may want to have a look at the various people that you have cut out already and that you're glowering about, and that you're going, well, I'm not talking to them, I'm not going to help them out when they want something doing, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, time heals all wounds, you know. Chill out a little bit. Just chill out. The main source that you needed to cut out, you've already done it. There is a fertile time coming to you, but everyone who counts around you recognizes that what you're trying to accomplish will take time. And I think the right people have a greater appreciation of that than what you do. So hopes and fears. You're hoping that you're not going to have to give all of this up and just walk away. But that thought has already occurred to you because you had that wish fulfillment time, and you're looking at what's lost and do I need a new idea? Not that much new. You just need to keep working on what you're doing and eventually open space for other people to join you. It is going to take time, but the idea that you have is solid. When it takes off, it will really, really take off, okay? But do not be distracted. There is guidance around you. It's going to show you going for something completely different. No, you're on the right path-ish. But when you're guided just to alter things a little bit, because don't forget you were sticking too closely to the rules earlier, when you want to change things just a little bit, or you're led to change things a little bit, do it, okay? You haven't necessarily been lied to, but you may have been tricked a little bit. But part of me thinks that maybe you've tricked yourself a little bit by not taking everything and everyone into account. So success, when it comes, will be fast. The resolution to all of this will be fast. two Knights of Wands, one Knight of Swords. You are coming into your own power, and although relationships around you may feel a little distant and you may feel like you're on your own for the moment, that's because this is your thing. Not everyone around you has the ability to share it, but they do have the ability to stand back and say, good on you, you keep doing it, it's obviously making you happy. So the trick with that is, if you're doing this to make yourself happy, be happy. But you're aware of how much work this is going to take. You knew this beforehand. You knew this before you had that wish fulfillment and then found out it was a little bit hollow. So don't stick to the rules, change your vision a little bit, and eventually there will be space for other people to share this with you. But the main reason for you doing this is for you. Full stop. It's for you. That's what you wanted. The Angel of Serenity from the Archangel Oracle. I feel serene and tranquil when I accept who I am. So you accept when you are to be stood alone, when you are to be stood as a partnership, and when you are stood in a group of friends or as a team. And they are each individual roles, and you are able to do all of them. But you just need to reach for a little peace for the time being. Other people are recognizing, and you will eventually recognize, that you're doing far better than what you thought you were. And a personal issue reaches resolution. All this stuff is coming to an end, okay? Your project's not coming to an end. Your action, your change in life is not coming to an end. But all the hassle around it will be coming to an end. But you can't necessarily see the end destination just yet, because you need to make all those tiny little tweaks. But be aware of love around you that you require. Now, understanding will be coming to you, and more to the point, I think understanding will be coming to people around you, and a lot of the remaining arguments are just going to disappear. But you are coming into your own power. But you have to have a look at the arguments right now. When people, when you're tempted to cut more people out, and like I said, stop that now, you've done enough. Why are you wanting to cut them out? It's because they're showing you really where you feel you are deficient yourself. That's what you're getting angry about. It's time to relax and have some fun. Okay, you are coming into your power. So whatever it is that you are doing at the moment that you're already in progress with, stick at it. Just be a tiny bit more flexible, which I am sure is advice Saturnian has never received, but a tiny little bit more flexible. And you're going to get that link with others and what you are doing, and the recognition from others that you are seeking. But bear in mind that this is your project for you, by you, and only you. You can't make somebody enjoy something that they have no interest in, but they can stand back and go, yeah, you've done really well there, and I can see how happy it's making you. And in that way, that's where you'll get their support. So, standard YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe, I'm new. Comment down below if this means anything to you or if you can take it. Otherwise, click the notifications bell if you want to see when I do more videos like this or when I do my monthlies. And in the meantime, cheers.